Alright, I'm breaking the formula a little bit here. I'm not using my iPad because the thing was dead. And I wanted to do this now while I still had the motivation time to film a video. So instead, I'm using this crusty old laptop with a webcam connected because this laptop's camera was like legitimately like really bad, and I just like, yes, I want it to be like low quality, but like not low quality in like a what am I looking at way. Like, it was really weird, like washed out, crazy. Like it like made all this blue for some reason, and I don't want to upload that. So I am kind of breaking the rules a little bit and using like a webcam. I think this is still 720p. If it's not, oops, whatever, I messed it up. But that's fine because I probably was going to move over to a different device at some point for filming these anyway. So whatever. So you can tell I'm not changed shirts since I last filmed. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit today about just the kind of surreal experience of going back and playing like a childhood game after like fixing the camera. After like years of never not touching it. And I think I touched on this maybe briefly in one of the videos where I was discussing Switch 2. But I've been playing The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker again, which was my first Zelda game ever, and it's been a really strange, like weird experience going back to it because, like I said, it's been 8 years since I've played that game, and that was a game I loved when I was younger. And most of the time, I do go back and visit stuff like, say, Pokemon White 2, or things of that sort, like things I really connected with when I was younger. Like I play those a lot. I play Mario Galaxy once every few years. I play Breath of the Wild probably once a year. I kind of fell off that recently, but there was a period where I would play that every single year, and I'm looking to get back on that because Switch 2, whatnot. Anyway, um, but yeah, Wind Waker was one of those things that I love. Like I love that game, and I never took the time. I couldn't take the time to go back and replay it because I didn't have access to a Wii U or a GameCube for all these years, and it was not on Switch. But yeah, playing it now, it's surreal. I'm up to like I'm in the middle of like the first dungeon right now, the one on Dragon Roost Island, and it's really weird because it's like, oh yeah, all these little whimsical touches to the dialogue. It's like really connects with me now in a way I didn't really when I was a kid. I think almost because it forms your taste when you play something like that so young. I think it really does like kind of form what you like and what you're into with this kind of media. And so yeah, it's been really good. I've been kind of blown away by just like the dialogue writing is really not what I was expecting. Um, very like I think Zelda writing typically does have very good just like in universe like I don't know, like they just do a lot of good world building through the dialogue and just like the way that people talk. It's very always very charming. But I think Wind Waker specifically, like I said, I think a lot of it probably has to do with me playing it so young. But there's a lot of just like little flourishes, little touches I like, and it's definitely like evoking a feeling that I want to try to capture with like something creative going on. For years, I've wanted to kind of like write a story set on the ocean because it was just like that was such an impactful game to me, and just like that theme, that like just that feeling of exploration, is something I've wanted to kind of like explore, but not through like a game or anything. I wanted to like oddly enough, that's a kind of a storyline or a vibe in my head that I'm like, no, I want to capture that on like in writing, like just in like a standard novel format. I think if I do, when I do get around to that, it will just be like a novel. Um, that's assuming I ever like release it. I might not. I don't know. But yeah, so it's been cool to go back and like almost kind of revisit some of those little uh, revisit that world that meant so much to me when I was like 8 years old. Um, and yeah, and it kind of shows a lot of the origins of what I like in certain kinds of media. And so yeah, I don't know. I guess I would definitely recommend going and playing, yeah, playing or just watching whatever. Like just go back to like that one childhood thing you never you forgot about it. You just haven't come back to it in a while. Especially if you're like a creative, because I feel like you can probably find a lot of good, like just almost like a reminder of like what your creative origins are. Because that's certainly what this experience has been for me. Um, I think I probably will on the main channel. Ooh, I definitely think a Wind Waker video will be one of the first things I do on there. I have no clue when that'll happen. Hopefully within the next year. I have I can't really give a great gauge, um, but I could see it happening within the next year. That could definitely fall into place. So yeah, with that said, there we go. I think that's it. And for I want to get back into doing this. I forgot, but item of the video. I guess we got two. One, this little toothpick I had sitting on my desk that the camera will not focus on. That I just fidgeted with. It's kind of nice. I don't know. Toothpicks are cool. And then I guess the other one is something I can't show you, but this little webcam. Whoa! I got this to take a single test with because the computer, like my computer, just doesn't have like desktop. I bought this to take it on the desktop because I had like a test, like a final, a few months ago. That I had to like have a weird little camera on. I don't think the test actually used it. I don't think the professor like set that up properly. But she told us to have a camera, and I had a camera on the whole time. And then it just sat there in the drawer. Looks kind of nice though. It's like I've had I don't know I've had worse cameras. It's also crooked. I just realized it made like the room look a little lopsided. It's not sitting on the computer real well. Alright, that's all. Thank you guys for watching.